Hi, this is Olive, and this video is actually for Eileen. It's to her, dedicated to her, and about her. But I thought other women might benefit from it too. So in this video, I'm going to share facial exercises that I do personally. And I know that there are tons of videos out there on facial exercises. I've actually been doing facial exercises for at least 10 to 15 years now. So I actually started doing it before I saw all these other YouTubers talking about it. How I discovered it was my aunt had a book in a library, and I believe it was called Facercise, and she gave it to me, and I started doing the facial exercises. And the woman, I believe her name is Carol Maggio, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, she showed a picture of her with 10 to 20 year difference between when she first started doing the facial exercises and how she looked 10 to 20 years afterward. And there was like no difference in the picture. And that sold me. I was younger then, and I have no clue why I thought I needed it, but I said I want to remain looking like that. So I started doing it then. And she has a variety of exercises that actually address certain things, like if you want to shorten your long nose, if you want to elongate your neck, if you want to keep from having a double chin. So I actually pulled from her the certain exercises that I wanted to do for my personal benefit. So Eileen, what I do to work the facial muscles in my face and also keep it smooth are the following. So I don't have a particular name for all of these. I just extracted all of the information and I just do them. I don't say this is and I have the name and then I start doing it. I just know the movement and what it does. So I don't have a name to label each one. I can definitely show you what I do. So this one is to smooth out your forehead. And so what you do is you make a semi-ball, not like this, but semi-ball fist with your thumbs actually close to your index finger, and you smooth out your forehead like this, and you just do that for a few, or maybe 10 seconds or so, or you can count to 10, and then I move on in between my eyebrows. Now I used to have like, I don't remember what it's called, but some very noticeable features right there, and they went away after doing this exercise for many years. So I take my index finger and my middle finger and I put them in between my eyebrows. And what you want to do is you want to frown and then release, frown, then release, frown, then release, frown, release. And so I do that for about 8 or 10 times, and that actually trains your in-between skin to be smooth. And when you do make facial expressions, it's not gonna keep a line there. Okay, so the next one addresses the skin around the under eye. So you're gonna make a V with both of your fingers, and then you're going to start it from the top of your eyebrows and just extend down there. And you're gonna squint only the lower lid. And you're gonna do that for 10 times like this. And so once you finish the 10th time, you squeeze, hold it, and you actually close your eyes and you count to 10. After doing that one, you're going to do the same exercise, but instead of doing it from the eyebrow down, you're going to take it down from the corners of your eyes down, and you do the same exercise, 10 squints, and then on the 10th one, you hold it and you keep your eyes open this time and you count to 10. After doing that one, because I have within my family high cheekbone structure, and they passed a little bit down to me. So what I do to keep the definition or cause it to come out even more, I will puff up this side and release like this. And I'll do the same to this side. And I'll do it 3 to 10 times depending on how I feel that day. Another one that I don't do anymore, but I used to do, and this keeps your nose from drooping. They say that as you age, that happens, and I don't know why I felt concerned about that, but I would lift up my nose here and then pull my upper lip over my teeth. So those of you who want to shorten your nose or keep it from drooping, you can do that exercise for about 10 times. I no longer do it now, as I said before. I just wanted to include it because I used to do that, and if that's a concern of yours. Okay, the next one is concerning yourself about any visual stuff right there. What you do is you're going to take your tongue and you're going to go along that area. So it's like creating a parenthesis inside of your mouth like this. And I do that for a few times, and then I actually take my tongue and go all around my mouth. So as you saw, I actually reverse it as well. And then I go from side to side as if I'm touching inner dimples. So that will keep the skin smooth around here. The next exercise I do is to keep from having a double chin. Some people grow this as they mature, and some don't. But just in case, I started doing it. And what you want to do is first you're going to scoop up with your jaw, your lower jaw, and you're going to bring your hands down in the opposite movement. And then once you do that for a few times, then you're going to hold your jaw, and then you're going to actually move your hands in the opposite direction. So let me show you what that looks like. I know, it looks crazy, it looks weird, it looks strange, but these things work. And I usually do them in my bathroom so no one can see me. I remember once my husband walked in on me doing it, and he just stared at me like I was crazy. The other one is, so this one is to actually help shape your face. Now, my aunt, she had a beautiful oval face. I loved it, and I wanted the same thing. So I actually molded this exercise to have an oval face. But my sister continuously says that I have a round face. So I don't know if it's working or not, but I continue to do it because that's what I was taught by this woman. And it must work somewhat because my mother always said I had almond eyes, almond shaped eyes. And going to the eye doctor recently, he said my eyes looked oblong at the time, and it was because I was proclaiming that. And so now I'm switching that because he said that's a little unusual. So now I'm proclaiming roundness. So since my sister said I have a round head, that's what I say instead. But for many years, I used to use the word oval. So what you do is you actually open your mouth and you set your jaw back like that. And then you're going to scoop your hands up. And as you scoop your hands up, actually talk to yourself. And you're going to tell yourself all the things you want your face to be. So like I said, I used to say oval, but now I say round. By the way, I do this in the mirror. I'm looking at myself, and behind the camera, there's a mirror. And so I look at my eyes and I know I'm penetrating inside of my thoughts, because windows are eyes to the soul. Eye doctor proved it, because what I have been proclaiming, my body had been molding itself after. And that shows you the power of your words, especially if you believe it and if you're speaking directly into your eyes. That's the secret. It will come to pass. So I changed that. So I do this. And while I do that, I'm saying everything in my head. I'm saying round, 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 as well as other adjectives I want to say involving my face, like moist. I know a lot of commercials and advertisements puts the word dryness when connected to skin. Well, guess what? If you're trying to avoid the pink teddy bear in the room, you've already got the image in your head, pink teddy bear, right? So why would you use that word if you're trying to avoid having that? So instead of using that word, I use the word moist, because moisture is like caviar to the skin. It's like having the premium best thing, a diamond, or it's like having a diamond. It is what our bodies are made of. Mostly water. It's what our planet is made of, mostly water. So moisture combats dryness, which brings aging. So I speak and think and only do things that contribute to my body having moisture inside and out. So while I'm doing this, I'm thinking moisture, moisture, my skin is moist, my skin is moist. So I say these things repetitively. And so depending on how many things you want to tell yourself, like I speak about the shape of my head, I speak about the moisture, I speak about the texture of my skin and how I want it to glow, etc. How many things you want your skin to become or maintain, that's what you speak during that time. And however many times you want to say it, it's up to you. Then I learned recently from one of the most popular girls out there for her yoga face method was to smoothen out this area. You just pucker up your lips while you extend your neck, and then you bring your hands down your neck as if you're shaping it. So it looks like this. So this is great to do when you have some moisturizer or another type of product or a serum that you want to rub into your neck skin. You can do that at that moment. So that covers the facial exercises I do.